Splash Mountain completes the hat trick as for the third time a log sinks with people in it. Plus, the Iron Man coaster is open in Paris, and another guy tried to bring a gun into Hollywood studios. It's all coming up next on episode 109 of Inside 300. Welcome into episode 109 of Inside 300 Disney Parks in just 3 minutes. I'm your host, Brian Perry. Let's go. Third time's the charm for Splash Mountain. The legendary attraction that has stood since the early 90s is slowly dying before our eyes. The ride that is set to be rethemed to Tiana's Bayou Adventure in 2024 had another sinking log incident. Footage of the Mayday Mayday was captured by Ted Klein on Facebook. Take a look. You know, I mentioned this was the third time in recent memory that a sinking log occurred within Splash. Back in April, we showed off this footage. Then back in 2020, this happened. I don't know. I'm starting to think it's the spirit of Dr. Facilier pulling the logs down into the depths of the underworld ahead of the ride's transformation. You know where this wouldn't happen? Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, the most underrated log flume in the world. Moving on, Avengers Campus and specifically the new Avengers Assemble Flight Force coaster have launched over in Disneyland Paris. Yesterday, we showed you footage of the insane drone show the company put on for the debut of the new area. As for the e-ticket attraction, the ride, of course, is a retheming of France's rock and roller coaster and has earned generally positive reviews. Check out some highlights of the queue and ride here. Riders and footage seem to showcase that the attraction is darker than many anticipated. Rock and Roller Coaster in Paris utilizes the same track as the one here in the States, but consists of a far different experience that provides riders the illusion of being at a concert rather than driving through some LA traffic. Back over to the States, where a man was arrested at Disney's Hollywood Studios last month after a gun was found in a backpack while going through the theme park security line. According to the police report, the guest voluntarily placed his bag on a security table so it could be inspected by Disney security, and a 40mm handgun with 13 rounds of ammunition was confiscated. The guest was arrested for carrying a concealed firearm without the proper permit. And finally, it is time for this day in Disney history. We go back to 1998. This one hits close to home because I love this place. The original ESPN Zone opened down in Baltimore. More than 10 ESPN Zones would open across the United States and ultimately all close, with the last one closing over at downtown Disney at the Disneyland Resort just a few years ago. The place was awesome. Look it up if you're a sports fan. That's going to do it for this episode of Inside 300. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe. Click that bell icon. Hello, bell. So you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Brian Perry. I'll see you next time, and as always,
bye-bye.